Hi everyone, happy Saturday. Well, today is the big reveal of my kitchen island, but I have a couple things first. The first thing is I noticed that I'm getting so close to 14,000 subscribers and very excited about it. And it kind of keeps going. I did go to 14,000, then I went down a little bit. It keeps going back and forth. So, if you watch my videos and haven't subscribed yet, I would so appreciate it if you would, because it's always so nice to get up to the next big number that you can do. Of course, 15,000 would be great, but I'll take 14. The other thing is that today is my birthday, and I was going to show you. Look, this card my husband got me. I love the colors of it. My husband does a really good job of picking cards out. I give him that for sure. Of course, you got to train him to do that. So nothing special today. To me, my birthday, it just has not been the same since my 30th. Now, some of you may know, and probably a lot of you don't know, is that I was born on my father's birthday. So we did celebrate 30 birthdays together. And it has been, in November, it'll be 25 years since my father passed. So, it's okay, no big deal with birthdays anymore. And, with birthdays, also, I have no problem of telling anybody my age. And this is a milestone birthday for me. I am 55, so I'm officially a senior citizen. And yay, I can get my little bit of a senior citizen discount, let's say, like thrift stores? Yeah, I am going to take advantage of it for sure. Not today, of course, because I can't remember. Is it like Tuesdays or something for Goodwill? I don't even know what it is for. I think ARC does the same thing for seniors, but I'm not sure what day. It's been a while since I've been in an ARC thrift store. But yes, I will be taking advantage of that senior discount. And like I said, I am not a person who does not want to reveal their age. I do remember growing up as a child that you hear you should never ask a woman her age. But it doesn't bother me, not one bit. I'm proud of how old I am, and I think we should be. We should be proud of the age that we are. To me, it's just a number. That's all it is. Yeah, you're young at heart. That's what it is. Depends on how you feel inside. That's what counts. So let's go ahead and get started with the island. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you a little bit of what it looked like before, and then the next stage that I went to with the corbels and the wallpaper and all that stuff that I did. So let's check that out really quick. Here's the before. The corbels are coming off and getting replaced. The outlets are going black, and the vent cover is going to come off and be spray painted. And this is one of the side views. All the drywall there is going to have my beadboard wallpaper on it. And I thought about putting the wallpaper on these two corners with the shelves, but the shelves are fixed and it's kind of hard to line up the pattern, so I'm going to skip it. Here is the opposite side. I will be putting the beadboard wallpaper on each side where it's flat, kind of dress up this side. Now here is what it looks like before I painted it with the new corbels, the wallpaper, and the black outlets. Now before we do the big reveal here, a lot of people ask me what product I use. This is what I've used. This is my third kitchen in a row to paint. Yes, it is. And I've always used the Rust-Oleum Cabinet Transformations. Now this is the dark tint base, and that's what you need for the darker colors. And here is all the colors that you can get, and I got this at Home Depot. And I'm trying to think, it might have been around, I think it's over $80 for it. But you know what? You get a lot of paint in here, you really do. I'm going to show you everything that you get in here. Your first step is this deglosser, and everything has the step numbers on it for you. And this one, when you use it, this is, there's no sanding. You're actually going to put this on your bare wood. They show you the steps right here on the side. And of course, you also get the instructions and also a DVD one. I've never looked at the DVD one. I've just the first time I just read the instructions, so just make sure you read the instructions. With the deglosser, you want to make sure that you wear gloves. And you get 2 of these green scrubby pads, you know, that we use in the kitchen. And this is what you're going to use on your cabinets first, is these 2 things. Now, the next step, of course, is your color. Now, you get 2 of these. And as you see, this is my second one. It's down about to here. So I had to put 2 coats on and just a few touch-ups. These are 30 ounces. You get 2 of these in there, and they do go a long way on this. And this is more like a chalk paint to me. It's really a flat paint and very chalky. You also get the decorative glaze. You get 2 of these. These are just 8 ounces, but you get 2 of them. And this is your step 3 optional. Of course, you know, with the black, I'm not going to do it. But it does show you again here. I don't know if you can see on there very well, but you see these little lines. This shows you without the glaze and with the glaze, how it will change. So like when you do the white and you put this dark brown glaze on it, it gives you that antique-y look, like in my last kitchen that I showed. Like I said, that's optional. You don't have to use this. You don't want to. And then you get your protective top coat, step 4. And the only thing I don't like about this is it's white. And when you are doing dark cabinets, just make sure you do it very lightly, because if it globs up in corners, it stays white. It does dry clear, but it will glob and stay white. So I had to be super careful with it, and I usually do 2 to 3 coats of this. And I also wanted to show you that you do get 2 stir sticks in here, and they do give you a big bundle. I used a little bit of the cheesecloth because I was testing out the glaze to see what it looked like. And you can't tell the difference with the black. But they give you the cheesecloth. This is what you use for the glaze on there. So now, like I said, this is what I use. Oh, and I also want to show the wallpaper, because this is my wallpaper. It is beadboard wallpaper, and it's not really textured, but it's raised. So like these little lines here, just like grooves. And it's kind of foamy. Now, this is what I put on there. I'm going to be putting more in my kitchen, of course, on the ends of all the upper cabinets and the lower cabinets to dress them up. And I got this off of Amazon, and it was $25 a roll. This is what I still have left over from one roll that I used down here. So it goes a long ways. I have it in my Amazon store under Home Improvement in there if you want to check it out. And I will put my link down below for my Amazon store. But I really do like this. The only problem with this is that it's squishy. So you want to have many coats of paint on it if it's going to be in a high traffic area. Otherwise it will dent a little bit. But no one's really going to be touching my island area where it's at. So I only have 2 coats of paint on it. And of course I put 2 coats of the polyurethane on it too. Okay, so now I'm going to take the camera off of the tripod, and we are going to go around and check out this island. Well, here's how it turned out. And you're probably going, what is that down there? I'm testing this out. I'm having a hard time with this big black space here because we do not have bar stools. We sit at the kitchen table over there in the breakfast nook. And I was just kind of playing with this because let me show you something real quick. This is the island at the first house that I painted the cabinets. It's kind of like the one here, but much smaller. And you could barely get 2 bar stools in. So I came up with the idea of putting 2 shelves in there instead. So we did that, and you know, you could put decor there. But now looking at this one, as you can see, it's huge. And I got the problem with the outlet right there and the vent. So it's kind of hard to put a shelf in here. So I thought I might do some artwork. Now I have something in mind here. I have to find it down in the basement. Much colorful. I was just testing this out to get a feel for it. And I think I kind of like the idea of it, but not white, of course. But like I said, just testing it out. Of course, it's a little bit smaller what I have, but I think it will work. Now, I know the color looks a little funny on here because that's from the lights. If I shut everything down, it'll be way too dark here. But it's a really, really dark black, very dark. Oh, and I have to say, as I go around here real quick, when I first put the polyurethane on, it looked blue. I was like, no, what's it doing? But as you can see, I think over here you can see the black better on this side. It turned out fine. And of course my handles they're almost a black. And I didn't want to replace them because they will look great with the white cabinets and I want everything to match and I don't want to have different colors. And I do think that my rug matches good too now with that. I like it much better. Of course, I do have a few things I need to do. I was going to come down. This is the other side. Come over here. I don't know if you can notice down here. See all that light color? That's where they didn't get stain in there. Yeah, so they gave me some stain. And they said just go down there like with a little teeny tiny paintbrush. I didn't really notice it as bad until, as you can see, it's really light colored until you painted everything black. So I do have a few spots like here and back in that corner. They didn't do a very good job, as you can see. But I'm going to go in there and do some touch-ups because he said you could do that around the edges. So that's another thing I got to finish, but I am liking how it turned out. Now, I just have to get the rest of the cabinets done white. Well, now I got to get the rest of these done. I don't know, maybe next week I might get started. I like to do things in sections. That's what I did at the last house. Now, of course, this kitchen is much bigger. So I'm thinking 4 sections at a time instead of having all the doors and drawers out. So I might start over here on this side, and I normally like to get the uppers done first. So might get started on that next week or the week after that. Hopefully here soon. But you know what? When I first did the wallpaper on the island here, because it's white, and of course the corbels are white, and the trim was already white, and I was looking at it going, you know what? I don't know, white doesn't look that bad on here. But then I got to thinking and imagining all these cabinets being white too, and I was like, no, it's got to go dark. It's got to go dark. I guess I've never done black before. I've done a dark brown, and that's what was at that house that I showed you. The island went dark brown, except for on that side. It was, I kept it with the drywall because I hadn't discovered that wallpaper yet. Wish I would have. And the reason I did wallpaper here is because I'm trying to do it more on a budget, and also it's a lot faster. It really is. Like I said, it's squishy, so it's not as good as using real beadboard. But this would have been a project to do beadboard. We would have taken all the trim off at the top and the bottom, put the beadboard on, of course, you know, with the rounded corners here that stick out. Those would have been squared off, and you got to get the trim to put on the corners, and then you got to, I would probably get new baseboards, of course, you know. So then that is a lot of work to do that. It would have taken a lot more time, more expensive. So this is a way that you can change something up without a lot of construction. And like I said, it looks like beadboard. It really does. So let me see. What did I spend? I spent $23 for the pair of the corbels. I got them on Amazon. The wallpaper, one roll was $25. I did buy 3 of them, but that's for the later. And I didn't use the full roll, so I didn't use the whole $25 on that. The paint kit, I think, was a little over $80, and I still have almost a full can of paint, so that will go towards a piece of furniture if I want to. So I didn't really use my whole $84, I think is what it was, if I'd have had to use both of the cans of paint. So got off pretty cheap, yeah. Like I said, I didn't change my hardware, so put the old hardware back on. And the outlets, they were like under $2 a piece, and the same for the outlet covers. So what I have, like about $12 in that, and I already had the spray paint for the vent cover here. So, and that was just some cheapy spray paint that I bought at Walmart. like a few years ago, and I already had the gloss sealer to spray on it. So not much money to change something. One thing I would love to change is the granite. Yeah, I don't like this granite. I really don't. Now I will be changing the backsplash when I do the upper cabinets, but that is going to be a no demo change to that. So that is it for the video today. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful weekend, and I will see you sometime next week. So bye for now.